Make sure you like, share and subscribe to Live for Love TV.
Welcome back to Live for Love TV. Today's the 21st day of the 7th month of the 24th year inside the 21st century. Hope everyone's doing extremely well out there. Well, on this day, apparently, the current president of America has stepped down from re-election. So he'll be in power, I suppose, for another 6 months. If he survives, he'll be in power until the next person is elected. I don't know who the Democratic Party are gonna put forward. I assume they're gonna put their Vice President Kamala Harris, or if I get her name right, I'm assuming they're gonna put her forward. If they put her forward, she'll not just be the first female president, but the first person with more than 1% of black blood, apparently, to be the president. So that's going to be historic in itself. Also, President Trump, since the last time I spoke to you, there has been an apparent, and I have to say apparent because I don't know what else to say, assassination attempt on him. I've not really looked at the evidence that people are looking at. There's a lot of things on the internet floating around about conspiracy, as they say, and did it happen? Was it real? Was there a second shooter and all this type of stuff? Remember, I've not looked at it. I've only looked at the video of him talking, and the video we have of him talking is facing directly at him. That's the video I saw. He turns his head, let's say from the camera like this way to the right, and then he puts his hand to his ear and gets shot. So it's obviously, it's when his head is turned to the right or to the left, I don't know which way you're going to see it on your video, is when the shooting happens. I don't know how you get shot straight ahead in the ear if your head is turned. So I'm assuming he was shot from somewhere over there. When his head was turned, hit his ear, and you'd assume it went back off towards him, because it didn't, obviously it went through his ear or clipped his ear and went back beyond him. I mean, there's so much to say about that, even just that video. Forget where the person was shooting from and what we believe right now. There's so much to say about that. It's one of those rabbit holes that's going to go on for quite a long time. Did they really try to assassinate him? And if they did really try to assassinate him, was it because they knew that this man was going to drop out and that there was no way that whoever comes next will beat him? All these things are swirling around in the atmosphere. Even in my consciousness, I look at it and think to myself, can this female, if she's the nomination, can she beat Donald Trump, a man who's been president already, a man who's got such support? And even if she did, what would happen to the country of America? I tell you, America is in a very dangerous place. Whether he wins, Mr. Trump, or whether he loses, you can tell by the American atmosphere that it's in a very dangerous place. If he wasn't a true assassination attempt, the way they're playing it down now and almost not talking about it really, it's like a couple of days of frenzy and everybody's on to the next thing as if it was just a passing thing. This is an assassination attempt on a man on live TV who was president and may be president again. You think they'd talk about nothing else whatsoever, but it's sort of passing over quickly. And now they're talking about this man stepping down, and it's going to be the next person who goes forward. So we really don't know what's happening in America. For those of us who don't live in America, I haven't got a clue what's happening in America. But it affects everyone one way or another, whether you are into politics or not. A lot of people say they're not into politics or the politics or whatever. But the politics is into you. It's going to affect you somewhere along your life. And when something happens in your life, you're going to trace it back to some politics that's going on that you were not into. So sometimes when people say they're not into politics, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't understand it. To me, it's almost like it's saying you're not into anything that's going on. You've got to be into something that's going on. If you're not into politics, then maybe you're into something else. But if you can find a way to be unaffected by the politics that go on in the country which you live, or the world in general, then please write in the comments. I'd like to know it. But it's very interesting times. One of my good friends, Alinko, always says interesting times, and I have to coin him now. It's very, very interesting times, because the politics that we're seeing, what we're up against. I mean, we were up against two geriatrics, as far as I could see, two people over their sell-by dates. Now there's probably only one left in the race. I have no idea who they're going to put up forward. We hear it's the vice president, but if it is somebody else, it's going to be a stampede. I mean, it's going to be a frenzy. And I assume, and if I get this right, that Donald Trump probably wouldn't, if he would be advised not to debate the next person, because I think that they'll have all guns blazing on him. I think it would be wiser for him to stay away from any debates if they pick somebody who's a good debater. But anyway, we'll see. Watch your space. Take care. Live for Love TV.
Hi, Akuya here. I'm watching Live for Love TV. Live for Love TV, very educative program. Please subscribe, like, and share. Bless up, Aya.